Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. Talk, 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 and more talk. The more we talk, the more words, ideas, and concepts get twisted up. I am here today, hopefully, to edutain and unravel certain things that have been twisted up with people's words. Now, before I unravel and untwist the quagmire of controversial conversation, I need everybody to get together and do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get first crack at it, like this right here. If you dig what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page. Hey, I'm on my way to 1,000, y'all. Help a brother out. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. For real, for real. Appreciate it. All right. Last week, Brother E-Man did a review with Meera Menon. If I mispronounced that name incorrectly, I apologize. But there was conversation during this interview. Actually, it was a pretty good interview. So first, let me say kudos to you, E-Man. You are a fine interviewer. Also, I have thoughts. And you know what I have thoughts about? I have thoughts about that MCU comment. Okay? Basically, E-Man asked Meera what she thought about people who are referring to the current, Marvel universe as the MCU. And Meera's response was for them people to fuck off. Okay? They laughed about it, and it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. So people who believe that the MCU is becoming the MCU think so because of some kind of negative connotation, or it's an attempt to disrespect or run down the MCU. Okay, I'll be honest. The last month or two, I ain't exactly had sparkling things to say about Marvel Studios, but guess what? The things I say aren't unwarranted. The things I say, I can prove. The things I say, a lot of it's not meant to be cruel and hateful. A lot of it's not meant to run anybody down or say anything disrespectful about anybody. However, if in the course of stating facts, speaking truth, and or edutaining, something comes out that's the truth, but it's staying a little bit, that is the problem of the individuals who feel slighted or hurt by that comment. To my point, I'm gonna do it like this. Florence Pugh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Brie Larson, Haley Steinfeld, Alakwa Cox, May Kalamawi, Letitia Wright, Xochitl Gomez, Elizabeth Olsen, Tatiana Maslany, Iman Vellani, Denai Guerrera, Haley Atwell, Evangeline Lilly, Natalie Portman, Tessa Thompson. I have just named off the names of actresses who have appeared or will be appearing in either an MCU feature film or a Disney Plus Marvel series within the past, within the next year or so. If they haven't already, they are set to appear in one. Some of them have already appeared in multiple series. Dad, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16 female actresses that are either appearing in starring roles or pivotal feature roles in upcoming features. Now, if that is affectionately referred to as being an MCU, or if that is referred to as a proliferation of feminine talents, where's the lie at? If we go back to earlier phases in Marvel, there were points where you did not see that many women featured, not just starring in, featured in important, pivotal, needed roles that drive storylines. Okay, so if I say MCU, I'm not saying it as a knock to all females. If I say MCU, I'm not saying it because I think female actors are less than male actors. I'm saying it because there is indeed a proliferation of female talent populating the MCU currently. I ain't saying that's a bad thing. I ain't saying it's a good thing. I'm saying it is. So I don't know if it was because Meera Menon has issues with, mugs she perceives as chauvinistic, or if she has a feminist streak in her. I don't know. Maybe it might have been the way that question was presented. I'm just saying, I ain't saying nothing negative. I ain't saying nothing, a knock on E-Man or a knock on Meera Menon. I just feel like saying the MCU is like a nickname as far as I'm concerned. And that's the only way I took it. I didn't take it as, oh, females are taking over and we don't like it. It wasn't like that. At least I didn't feel that way about it. Okay. It might be something that's happening. And I ain't gonna say might. It is something that's happening, and there are lots more roles to come. I salute that. When I open up a comic book and read a comic book, I see female characters and I see male characters. But if there are more male characters in a comic book than there are female characters, that's because comic books, by and large, in general, were male-oriented devices. True, there were romance comics. You had Billy the Model and Patsy Walker, and those were romance and love comic books. Okay, and that was a genre for a while, but it didn't do anything to mainstream comics to increase the presence of female characters in comics. I think that was just something that eventually happened by osmosis, and girls started reading comic books more in the 80s and 90s. The fact that cinema and comics are working in tandem to create a proliferation of female characters, still not a bad thing. I just feel like giving it a nickname was not making a negative connotation of it. A lot of people do refer to it as the MCU because some of their characters, i.e. T'Challa, is being taken away and replaced by a female character. And that has nothing to do with the MCU moniker, but everything to do with an open and purposeful attempt by the producers of Black Panther to get rid of the male character because they feel that's honoring the actor. Not going to get into that. We already know what's up with that. But my point being, MCU, whether we want to admit it or not, is a fact, is a wave, is the way of the future. Whether you accept that as a negative thing or whether you accept that as a positive thing is unimportant. It's still happening, whether you want it to or not. If you are for more female characters in the Marvel Universe, it's happening. If you're not for more female characters in the Marvel Universe, it's happening. And that is the point to me of all of that. Not to blast people who use the term MCU or to tell people who use the term MCU they're wrong for using it or that they're using it in a negative way, even though some people are. But I'm here to tell you, by and large, MCU is just a fact. It's not a knock or it's not anything. If it is used that way, that ain't how D-Real's used. I'm using it to describe a proliferation of female characters in the MCU. Nothing more, nothing less. If that bothers some women, I apologize in advance. You need to talk to people who feel like there needs to be more female inclusion in movies. Or you need to talk to people who feel like there shouldn't be more female inclusion in MCU movies. And those are the facts, y'all. You heard all them names I named them. Okay. You go back to 2010, 2011. See if you can find that many female protagonists in the MCU. Hell, see if you can find any female protagonist in the MCU in the earlier phases. Talk to me, y'all. Am I tripping? Am I trying to save face? Am I whistling Dixie? Am I saying some shit that's not true? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.